Hey there, Finn. Sorry it's taken so long to get this to you, but here we are. New book. It's called 13 Words. It's by Lemony Snicket. And in a few years, you're going to start reading books by Lemony Snicket because I'm going to send them to you. There's 13 called The Bad Beginning, and it's a crazy book about these three kids, the Baudelaire kids. Little dark, too old for you right now, but when you're in about second, third grade, you'll like to start reading them. Your Uncle Alex read all 13 of them. He loved them. And he was like a grown-up when he did that, but you'll like them. Anyway, this is by Lemony Snicket too. It's called 13 Words. So, word number 1, bird. The bird sits on the table. There he is, sitting on the table. Word number 2, despondent. The bird is despondent. You know what despondent means? If your mama bought you an ice cream cone with 2 big scoops of ice cream, and then one of them fell onto the sidewalk, and then you got so upset you dropped the other one too, you would feel very despondent. So, the bird is despondent. In fact, she is so sad that she hops off the table to look for something to cheer her up. So there she is, hopping off the table. And what she finds is word number 3, cake. Under the table is a cake. It is in a box tied up with string. The bird unties the string and opens the box to see what kind of cake is inside. What kind of cake do you think it's going to be? I hope it's chocolate. There are all kinds of cakes around town. There is vanilla cake with chocolate icing and candles. There is chocolate cake with vanilla icing and no candles, but very pretty flowers all around. There is a lemon cake with a picture of a lemon on the top. And there is poppy seed cake with little poppy seeds everywhere, making a mess. I like messes. Don't you like messes? I love messes. And that takes us to word number 4, which is dog. The cake is in the box, and it is strawberry shortcake. I love strawberry shortcake. Hey, that'll cheer you up, says the dog. How about we eat it together? So they sit at the table, and they share the cake. When Fletcher gets a little older, you're going to have to share cake with him. Right now, eat it all yourself. Word number 5, busy. The bird and the dog have finished eating the cake. They have even licked all the icing off of the box. They have stacked up their dishes in the sink. That hit the spot, says the dog. That hit the spot, that's an idiom. It doesn't mean the spot got hit. It just means that that was perfect. They like that. But now I think you'd better get busy. Who's he talking to? It's time for you to paint those ladders, bird. 11 ladders in 10 colors. That's a busy afternoon. I'll go out for a while so you can keep your mind on painting. Doesn't sound very fair, does it? Word number 6, convertible. That's a car. It's a convertible because the top comes off. It converts into a topless car or back into a regular car. Convertible. Outside is a glamorous green convertible ready to take the dog into town. And word number 7 is goat. The driver of the convertible is a goat. He's wearing a spiffy jacket. Spiffy. It means kind of neat and clean and all sharp and interesting looking. Do you have any spiffy clothes? I do, but I don't like to wear them. They drive down a twisty 2-lane highway. So where are we going? Asked the goat. Well, the bird is busy painting ladders, says the dog, but she seems a little sad even after she ate some cake. I'd like to go find something that might cheer her up. Word number 8, hat. Hat. Do you know what's great, says the goat? A hat. Nothing cheers folks up like a hat. That's a swell idea, says the dog. Let's go someplace where we can buy a hat. Back at home, the bird is busy, but still despondent. So he's busy painting ladders, but he's feeling despondent. Do you remember what despondent means? Sad. I hope you're not feeling despondent. Word number 9, haberdashery. I bet you have never in your life heard that word, haberdashery. I think I've only heard it like maybe 8 times in my whole life, which would be like once every 10 years, sort of. The goat stops the convertible right in front of the haberdashery. A haberdashery is a store where you might find a good hat. It's a clothing store, kind of fancy clothing. And it's like hats and suits, and it's usually a men's clothing. I don't know if there's a women's haberdashery or not. We'd have to look it up and see. But there's some of the things you might find in a haberdashery. Evidently, they sell women's clothes because I don't see too many men wearing a hat like that, do you? This is the place, dog, says the goat. Word number 10, scarlet. Scarlet's another name for red, roja. The door of the haberdashery is painted scarlet. You're pretty familiar with word number 11. Word number 11, baby. The owner of the haberdashery is a baby, like Fletcher. Can you imagine Fletcher owning a haberdashery? Not me. Good afternoon, the baby says. How have you been lately? Fine, thanks. First I had some cake. Now my friend is busy painting 11 ladders in 10 colors. The bird, who is the friend I was talking about, seems a little despondent, so I came here to the haberdashery to buy her a hat. Swell, says the baby. The dog takes a long time with the hats. Look at them all. Look at all the different hats. If you were going to wear one of those hats, which one would you like? I like this one right here. But I also like the detective hat, like Sherlock Holmes used to wear. Which one do you like? I'll try to move my fingers so you can see them all. There. What do you think? Word number 12, panache. The dog has finally chosen one hat for himself and one for the bird. Both of these hats have tons of panache, says the baby, putting them in boxes. What does that mean? Feathers? asks the dog. He doesn't know what panache means. Not just feathers, says the baby, a sense of style and excitement, a kind of verve or swagger. You know what I mean. Panache, having style and swagger. And have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean? The pirate, he has panache. Somebody who's really confident and walks around thinking they're all that, that's panache. Yes, says the dog. The goat honks the horn of the convertible. I wonder if the dog really knows what panache means. You know the goat doesn't because he's out in the convertible. The dog and the goat drive back home in the convertible in a state of great excitement. So there they are driving, passing all sorts of stuff, aren't they? Very interesting pictures. The bird has been busy. Look at all those ladders. He's been painting. He's sitting there, worn out. His head all wrapped up in a do-rag. Ta-da, says the dog when he gets home, plunking down the 2 boxes on the table. Look what I got you, my fine feathered friend. Inside the boxes are the hats, with panache, of course. Word number 13 is mezzo-soprano. The bird likes her hat very much. How do you think she looks in her hat? The dog likes his hat too. It's about 5:30 when a mezzo-soprano walks through the door carrying a box with another cake inside. "Whew," she says, "I just spent all afternoon singing arias on a stage. I need to put my feet up and have some cake. How was your day?" Now, a mezzo-soprano, she sings in operas, which are like plays, but they're all sung. And a mezzo-soprano has a pretty high voice, but not as high as a regular soprano. So it's not, it's like, kind of like that. But I can't sing like a mezzo-soprano. So there she is. She's evidently been singing a lot. The dog tells the mezzo-soprano everything that has happened, and the mezzo-soprano decides to sing about it, of course, being a soprano. And here's what she sings. I wish I could sing it for you, my friend, but you probably would not like that, so I'm just going to recite. I know who could sing it. When you get this book in the mail, make your mama sing this in mezzo-soprano style. Your mama has a mezzo-soprano voice. There once was a bird, and there once was a dog, and the bird was despondent or sad, a pensive frown on her busy beak. No matter that cake could be had. The goat suggested a convertible drive to purchase a cheering-up hat at a haberdashery with a scarlet door and a baby to sell them just that. The hats have panache, of course, a sense of excitement and style. The mezzo-soprano is done with her song, so let's all just eat for a while. Tra-la, 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 and sing those tra-las once more. Tra-la, 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 tra-la. Try not to get crumbs on the floor. All the words you just learned in that song. It's been a beautiful song. It's been a good day. Everyone, 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 everyone has cake. See everybody with the cake? Although the bird, to tell you the truth, is still a little despondent. Wonder why. Maybe she would rather be outside in the trees flying around. And here's a quote by Albert Einstein, one of my favorite scientists. It says, "The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen all at once," which is something to think about. And right there says the end. There's all the words you learned. I hope you like this book, and I will be getting another one soon. My kind of soon, probably not your kind of soon, and I will read it to you as well. Bye-bye, little buddy. Love you.